Kobe Beats for that hot intro, and welcome to Real Talk with Traci Fant. Today's show is going to be awesome. Live in the studio with me, I have Milk Master Vincent, Venus Mansell, R&B artist Pat Styles, and Claude Booker, aka C-Dub. So hey, without further ado, let's start the show. Shout out to my homegirl, Jill Lewis. She's my new co-host. What's up, Julie?
What's up, Tracy?
Hey, you doing all right?
I am. How about you?
Good. I'm doing great. How was your Sunday?
It was good.
That's what's up. Did you go to church?
Of course.
Oh, okay. What's up? I didn't go today, but I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make up for it next Sunday.
Okay.
And plus, I prayed today.
Okay.
I prayed today, so I think that should.
I think he'll let you in.
I appreciate that. What church is that?
New Life in Christ, Missionary Baptist Church in Fountain Inn.
Shout out to Pastor
Stephen S. Lomax.
You better give him a shout out, right?
Right.
All right. And hey, I want to introduce my first guest. My first guest is Mr. Workout himself, Milk Master Vincent. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, Tracy?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's Father's Day. I got my daughters with me, and we're celebrating it here in Greenville.
Okay. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. You have your two beautiful girls. What's their names?
Niall and Nia.
Okay. So happy Father's Day to you, and to all the dads out there. Happy Father's Day. You guys are doing a great job. Hey, we salute you and thank you so much, especially for, well, not especially, but like in my life, I had my kids have a stepfather, and he's a really good guy. So shout out to Jeff Fan as well. But then also to all the guys out there doing what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Being active in your children's life. So tell me what you got going on, because when I met you at the Empowerment Zone.
Sure did.
You were doing your, was it like a speed type workout?
It was a Monday morning fit camp. It was Monday evening fit camps. That's what we were doing. Since then, we've branched off into a little bit other activities, such as morning fit camps. For the ladies, we call them curve camps, because boot camps sound like a little too aggressive. Also stepped into doing some personal training and also working with some people to create nutrition programs for people.
Okay. That's great. So basically helping people get fit and stay fit.
Exactly, and to remove the excuses away from people from getting fit. That's one of the primary things I want to do. Some people are afraid to go to the gyms. They're afraid to actually learn about fitness or even take on any type of fitness activities because they feel like they're going to fail.
Right. And failure is a scary thing, but failure is necessary for success.
Exactly.
So, the first time you try to lose weight, you may gain it back, or you may not lose as much as you want to lose. However, you got to keep up in that fight, right?
Exactly.
I know my girl Julie has lost a lot of weight, right, Julie?
I have.
And how many pounds have you lost? How much weight?
I've lost 97 pounds since last July.
Wow, that's great. So anyway, tell us about your program.
My program consists of basically body movements and some weighted exercise. What a person can actually do with their own body weight can work miracles for them. Meaning you can just push-ups, jumping jacks, walking in place, lunges. I create personalized nutrition plans for each customer. The nutrition plans are really 80% of what's going to help them be successful. One of the things I believe in, one is better than none, and for everybody to stay in their own lane while they're working on themselves. Because it's a journey. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It really takes time. Even myself, when I started off on this journey when I was 33 years old, I got up to weighing over 300 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, over 300. Right now, today, I'm 42, sitting here. Weighed this morning in at 215. So, and it was work. It was not something that just happened overnight.
Wow, well, congratulations on that. Wow. So what's the best advice you can give someone that's in the weight loss battle?
The best that I can give somebody who's in the weight loss battle is to find an accountability partner. Somebody that's going to help them stay in the fight.
Wow.
Not somebody that's going to basically let them lean to the left, lean to the right, and give up. Somebody that's going to stand there with them, thick and thin, and just help them all the way through. Just like in anything else, we have to have people to keep us accountable. Just like how I teach my children, teachers at school keep our children accountable. Cops keep people accountable from breaking the law when speeding. Parents keep children accountable from doing things around the house. you have to have somebody to keep you accountable. I mean, it's a basic law to have in people's lives.
And that's big. And so, Julie, about accountability.
That's very important. Since I've had the weight loss surgery, I do sometimes attend the support group meetings that they have. You want to be around people that has been through the same thing you've been through. It can help you in case you have different questions.
Right, and you post pictures on Facebook and everything, and that's how I know that not only have you been successful and you're sharing your success, but it's also encouraging others.
That's correct. I've had 2 friends since I've had the surgery that saw how I've came out with it, and then they've decided to have the surgery as well.
So does the surgery, does it make you sick, and you have a lot of bad side effects, or?
I don't, because I did the gastric sleeve and it just didn't have a lot of complications like the bypass did.
Okay, so Vincent, being a weight loss guru and an expert, what do you think about like different things like the sleeve, or do you think people should do whatever's necessary to start them on it, or?
I think a person should do whatever they feel like is necessary to help build their confidence.
Right.
Because that's where the power comes from, is what you think. Because if you don't think you can do it, you're not going to be successful. So whatever that booster is to get you down the road, you have to take those measures. I'm not a person that's going to judge how a person starts. My key is keeping them in the fight, keeping them going in a positive direction, and staying away from death. Because opposite of going in a positive direction on this weight loss battle is to the cemetery. And the young people, a lot of times we think it's older people, but it's really 25-year-olds, 30 years old that are dying, high blood pressure, cholesterol, all those types of things that are killing people right now because they didn't take the necessary chances to move in a positive direction.
So when someone comes to you for help, what do you do? Do you assess their goals, or what do you do when someone comes to you and says, look, I'm trying to lose 30 pounds, how can you help me? Or 50 pounds, how can you help me succeed?
Well, first what I do in my assessment, little person saying to me. And I work past that actual number that they're giving me, because that number can also be a negative detractor as you go through time. Right. I advise them to come up with something that's going to be a stronger why. If they are a mother or a father, to get heart healthy and be able to play more with their children, to work towards going down a dress size, things like that, because the scale is one of the things that keep people from, staying on the journey, because they don't see that number go down. But one of the things you have to remember is when you start working out and building muscle weighs more than fat, and you're probably gonna go up a few pounds. But the key is, are you getting slimmer? Are you feeling better? Can you move? Are you having more fun? Are you getting off that medication? Because that's gonna save money, and that's gonna put more money back into your pocket just by getting healthy.
Oh yeah, definitely. So losing inches, is a great thing. It's a plus to weight loss. But then sometimes, as you said, people are afraid of the scale. I know I'm not really even a big person, but I hate getting on the scale because I weigh more than I look. And so even seeing that you weigh 160 when at the doctor's office it's like you're supposed to be 5'7" and weigh 140. I'm like, if I weigh 140, man, I would look terrible. I mean, at least I think I would. So what? How do you build someone's confidence? Do you work out with them? Is it what's the challenge like?
I work out with them. I coach them through it, and one of the key things that I help my clients do is understand that they have to feel that they're beautiful first. That you're not working towards this other image. You already have all the tools to be beautiful. You're already beautiful, and what you're doing is creating a healthier self, a self that's going to live longer, a self that's going to be around more for the things that really are important.
Right.
Just like a person can win the lottery, get $1.5 million dumped them today, but if they're not a good steward of that, then they're going to be broke. So what I teach a person is how to be accountable, how to create a lifestyle and not something that's going to be up and down, which is making billions of dollars in this industry, because people can't create a lifestyle. They're going to go get the next best pill, the next best formula, but not something that's going to really make them healthy.
Right. So how can people get in touch with you? And what workouts do you have available for people now? Where can they come?
People can come work out with me at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and 7 a.m. at what I call now the Curve Camp at the Empowerment Zone, which is at 775 Woodruff Road, a very popular place here in Greenville. I can be reached at 864-417-3269 because I also create, I personal train, and I also do group trainings at other gyms here in Greenville. I will also do in-home visits. I can also be found at www.milkmaster794.com, and all of my information is there. And even for a person that is really looking for a way not to even get into the challenge, I have a program that basically says, hey, if you're willing to invest $25 to $20 into yourself, you'll be able to get on my email list, and I'm going to send you nutrition plans and weekly workouts to and stay in touch with you that way, just for that minimal cost.
Okay.
So and because that's how serious I am about people, getting back in shape and becoming heart healthy.
All right, great. One more time, give me your phone number.
My phone number is 864-417-3269.
Okay, cool. And hey, you got any shout outs you want to give before you leave?
I got some shout outs I want to give out here because there's some extremely important people in my life. Most of my father is Father's Day, Marvin McCray. To my daughters, Niall and Nia McCray, who are sitting here in the studio with me right now. And to all the other fathers and mothers who are here in Greenville, and most importantly, to God Himself for allowing me to still be walking here on this earth to give this gift to people.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on Real Talk with Traci. And hey, you guys, hang on, listen up, because we got Miss Venus Mansell on here. She's about to talk about an extraordinary event coming to Greenville next week. So hey, you guys want to tune in, stay tuned in, and listen up. Now we're going to take a short little music break. My boy Pat Styles. All right, welcome back. It pleases me to introduce Miss Beautiful Venus Mansell.
Hey, Traci, what's up? Hey,
What's up,
Traci,
Venus?
what's going on?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm awesome.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, so you got a great event coming up. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
It's like a 2-day event, right?
2 days. 2 days of a conference. We as Overcomers, there's a group of 6 individuals that have overcome addiction. The Lord has delivered us, and we have some years going on with that. We want to bring to the community the different resources and things that they have available, not only for addiction, but for homelessness and domestic violence, and just so many different programs that they have out that, the community constantly says that they don't know about these things. So we want to bring awareness to the community, and we're going to have some awesome testimony. Friday night we're going to have testimony and songs by definitely my daughter Candace, and Carlos Big Los will be here to share his clean comedy with us on Friday night. So that'll be from 5 to 9 at 28 Bob Street. which is Bethel Bible Missionary Church around at the gymnasium. So I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of people there. And on Saturday morning from 9 to 1, we're going to have a tremendous group of people that are sharing their testimony. And, we got a special guest. We're going to have Traci Fant. She's going to be there.
I'm excited about that.
She's going to be sharing her.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm big about it, especially about, Carlos being there. I've heard his comedy, and he's really a great guy. But I'm just looking forward to also hearing the testimonies and seeing the community come together for such an awesome celebration, because that's basically what it is, a celebration of freedom from addiction.
Yes,
that's a big deal.
It is.
So how long has the Overcomers Group been in existence?
The Overcomers Group has been in existence since 2002.
Okay.
It was originated by Bethel Bible Missionary with their long-standing relationship that they have with Miracle Hills. And with the development of none other than Win Freeman, with LeRon mentoring him to be able to disciple and mentor these young men that were coming into transitional housing that Bethel had purchased. And they had the gentlemen that were in the Overcomers program for Miracle Hill that wanted to stay at the church, came to the church, and after they finished the program, they went into transitional housing, which we made available at Bethel, which in 2009 kind of dwindled down, but fortunately and prayerfully we'll be able to open those doors back up for those that are getting out of the program, that want to be in a clean environment to continue the deliverance, deliverance experience from being around an area that they don't have to worry about.
Wow, that's deep. And so how does someone get involved with the Overcomers? Do you all go out and minister, or do they come to you? Or?
We do. We actually go to the Overcomers building on Saturday nights from 7 to 8, and we bring to the table dealing with feelings, which are cards that we have that we share with the gentlemen and sometimes the ladies. Just being able to deal with something that you haven't been able to release in a long time. Because, I tell them all the time, secrets keep you sick.
Oh, yeah.
And as long as you keep those secrets within, you will never get better. So sometimes it's not something that they want to express, but the cards most of the time will go exactly where they need it. Like, how would you feel if today was your last day on earth? What would you do?
Wow.
And just things like that. And how would you feel about your childhood? How do you feel about your parents and things like that? Sometimes it just takes that card to get to that right person. Share something that they've been holding for years, and you just don't know the freedom of the feeling of freedom that they feel after they've been able to share, and somebody else was able to share their experience with them to let them know how to get through it. So we're there just to share some hope and let them know that, hey, if we got through it, you definitely can too.
Wow, that sounds great. And Julie, so what do you think about this? Are you going to try to attend, or?
It sounds like it's going to be a positive event. What is the cost?
It's not a cost at all. During the service, in between the music or whatever, we'll be having like a love offering, to be able to give back to our pastor for all the things that he done for us. Because when a lot of us first got into the program, we didn't have anything, but he made it available to us to be able to have living expenses. He paid for our housing, he paid for our clothing, so it's just time to start giving back to him what he so freely gave to us. So
what's your pastor's name?
My pastor's name is Pastor Audrey Fleming.
Okay. Yeah. Well, big ups to Pastor Fleming, and we truly appreciate you for allowing the Overcomers to do this tremendous event at your church. Julie, you got anything else you want to add?
Well, is this conference open up to all males and females?
Yeah. So we want everybody to attend. We'll have quite a few testimonies, not only from men, but we're having from ladies. We have a young lady that's coming. She's going to share her testimony about homelessness. We have another young lady. She's going to share her testimony about health and healing, the delivering power of healing by Jesus Christ. So we're going to have some awesome testimonies.
And so if you have someone that comes in that's, right now in a domestic violence situation and they need help and they kind of want to get out, or you're going to have someone there that could...
That's what we got Traci Fant for.
Okay.
She will also be setting up a table. We'll have tables set up with different organizations like Triune and Salvation Army and the Overcomers Program and Miracle Hills also. And Traci Fant will be there, and we'll have a couple more organizations that'll be there that'll be able to speak out and let people know, how they're there and how they can help.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to it. I know me and my girl Yolanda will come, and I think Jeff, my husband, he'll be there.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Is there an age limit? Like, what's
It's not an age limit. Bring them. Bring them. You know, I mean, because if you buy so many young people now, it's the older people. It's hitting the younger people. And I've seen so many young days.
Right.
I mean, it's starting as young as like 13. So if you have someone, and because they have places for juveniles too, you know, that'll be able to help them to get rid of whatever it is ailing them, you know.
And there's so many different forms of drugs. So, you know, when people hear about drugs, they're like, oh, crack or meth. But no, you got pills.
You got those. And that's where they start. Whatever's in the medicine cabinet, you know. And that's where the young people, you know, really get their first experience from, is really in the home. And from, you know, the medicine cabinet. So
exactly. Yeah. Wow, that's deep. You know, I was speaking yesterday. I was talking to Pastor Johnson, and the guy was telling me that we were talking about gun violence, and he said a lot of kids get the stuff from home. Yeah. He said they get the guns from home, the drugs from home, and I was like, drugs? He said, yeah, medication right out the medicine cabinet. And you know, I hadn't even dawned on me. You have surgery and you have to get Oxycontin and all that stuff. Then you know you stop taking it, but then it comes up missing. You don't think anything about it. So that's one thing that parents really need to pay attention, look out for. Right. You know, I'm not trying to say accuse your child, but always be aware. Exactly. So how can someone get in touch with you about the Overcomers Conference? And again, give them information about the dates, the time, and the place.
Okay, the dates and times. Well, the place is 28 Bob Street, which is in West Greenville. It's off of Pack Street and Bob Street. If anybody knows where Antioch Baptist Church is, it's right behind it. The times are Friday night. We're going to start at 5. We're going to have like dinner, and from 5 to 9. And I want to start promptly at 6 because we want to make sure that Carlos Big Los has his time to be able to share his clean comedy with us. And on Saturday morning, we want to start at 9. We're going to have a little breakfast thing going on, and it's from 9 to 1. And then we're going to have the community, the different organizations come up and share what they can do to help our community.
And you also have free setup for vendors that want to come out and share what they do in the community. Is that still open?
Yes.
Can people still contact you?
Yes, and what you can do is contact me at 864-478-4412. Call me and let me know, because that way I know how many tables I have to set up. So you will be able to let people know, hey, what you do in the community and what you can do to help. We were talking about the young people in addiction. I'm going to tell you, the number one thing that's going on now is inhalants.
Wow.
So if you have any dusters in the house, make sure that you put them up. You would never think that would be something that a child would be addicted to. But I've seen them in the Walmart getting it and sitting on the shelf. So, just be aware of things that you have around the house. If you have any ideas, look it up, because I know I was looking at something and the man didn't even know his child was on it and they found him dead. So just be aware of some of the things that look it up and see things that young people get into.
Oh yeah. And so hey, before you go, I know it's Father's Day. I saw some of your shout outs on Facebook.
Yes.
But we always got to do shout outs on this show. So hey, go ahead, go at it. Give me some shout outs.
I want to shout out definitely to my awesomely wonderful, loving husband, Terrence Mansell. My brothers. Definitely want to shout out to Jeffrey Fant. I want to, that's my brother. Okay. My sons, I got like 4 of them. I got Xavier, which I call him Zay. I got Derek. What's that boy name? Randy. And my son Blaine. I mean, like one of y'all. Yeah. But I want to just shout out to them. Let you know happy Father's Day. And just make sure we have a great day for you guys.
All right.
I know what I like cooking, but I'll take you out.
I know that's right. I know that's what I did. That's how I got off. I just took him out. I was like, let's just go eat. Yeah. He was like, oh, okay, this is special. But anyway, thank you so much, Venus, for being on Real Talk with Traci. Hey, I look forward to you coming in again, because you're always invited to come in. Hey, we got to talk about that Feel Sky movement next.
Yes.
Next time you all come in here, we got to talk about that, because it's really something that we need to get the community involved with.
Yes, ma'am.
So we're gonna have to have you and Candace back in so we can talk about that. But hey, thank you so much for being on the show. And that's Real Talk. Oh, you're welcome. Hey, y'all, check out the Overcomers Conference now, y'all. Check out the Overcomers Conference now this weekend. And in a few minutes, a few seconds, we got my girl Julie Lewis. She gonna drop some news on us in just a few seconds.
Oh, you can have this. Yeah.
We back, y'all. Hey, my girl Julie Lewis in here. You know, my girl Lewis does a segment on Facebook, and it's always keeping us in touch, keeping us up to date with the local. I mean, not local, national news, local news, just different things like that, and entertainment news. Julie, what's up?
Well, one thing that we've talked about this week in my Shaking My Head news is the petition that they created about Jay-Z and Beyonce's little girl's hair.
Yeah, they was wrong for that.
But Tracy, have you saw the pictures of a little girl's hair? Is that normal? You want to keep a little girl's hair like that?
Yeah, I mean, they the richest people in the world. They richer than us. If they want to walk around their kid with her hair looking like Sadie from Color Purple, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this right here. They need to comb her hair. But for somebody to start a petition, like I said in my Tamar voice, get your life. Get your life. Why you worried about that little? How old is she? She almost 3 though, isn't she?
Yeah, maybe 2 or 3.
She's a tall 2-year-old. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I mean, I was feeling some type of way about that because we got baby Emily. We don't always comb her hair. She might kick a little curly fro or whatever. I think they look cute like that. But I did see she did kind of. Beyonce's kid did kind of look kind of buckwheatish.
Yes.
Yeah, that just wasn't too cute. She kind of looked like Stymie.
Oh, wow, Tracy.
Poor baby, let's bless her. I think we should just pray for the whole Beyonce family, the whole crew. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, because somebody put a picture on Facebook and it was like, oh, she combed her hair. I said, no, that was an old picture.
Oh, yeah, that was an old picture.
That was pretty old. Yeah, they did have it in a ponytail one time. She just looked like Jay-Z with a ponytail.
I think they really on the little boy, and so they just rocking that little Afro style. And
I mean, they don't even dress her like a little girl, really.
I know.
But to start a petition, I think that's a little rough. I think they kind of tried to go in on them. I wonder how many signatures the petition got.
I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up and see.
And the last time I checked, they only had 3.
Oh, wow.
Ain't nobody trying to sign that petition. Jay-Z and them come after you. Have your picture at Walmart somewhere, you miss it.
Oh, wow.
What else you got for us, Julie?
Do you remember the little boy named Lil Terrio?
No.
I think he's known online for Ooh Kill 'Em.
Oh, yeah. The little kid, yeah.
Well, he has an official music video with that song Ooh Kill 'Em, and he also has a TV show.
Really?
Yes. So my question is, do you think that this attention is positive, or are they making a mockery out of him? Sort of like, the little girl, what was the little girl name from Georgia? The little girl that they make fun of? Honey Boo Boo. I mean, is this a mockery, or is this,
No, I don't know. Because what is it saying in the song? Ooh, kill him.
That's all he says.
Ooh, kill him. Ooh, kill him. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, they could be just picking on the kid because
he's a little overweight,
Yeah, but I bet people are gonna watch that show.
I think they would watch it, I guess. I don't know what kind of audience he's going to attract, though.
Oh, I'm telling you, people will.
I would.
I mean, I watch Honey Boo Boo. I watched it a couple of times. And again, I support reality TV. So you got anything else for us?
Yeah, since we're talking about reality TV, Stevie J was arrested for being $1 million
you must like Stevie J. Every time we turn around, you talk about Stevie J.
I know. I do a little bit.
He behind on child support?
He's $1 million behind on child support, but he has been released on bond.
So Mimi gonna get him out. I bet she get him out.
Mimi didn't make $1 million from
I bet she's still gonna be like, let him out,
But from what I heard, Mona Scott got him out because supposedly she's caught up in some kind of suit against him because I think she was underestimating how much she's paying him. So
what about the chick that he's married to? What she got to say about it? Stevie, the girl be saying Stevie.
I think she's probably happy Stevie's home.
Oh, so now they can be happy again until he decides to steal somebody else's dishes or not pay his child support.
Right, living in a mansion, all this money, getting all this bread. He's behind $1 million in child support.
He's faking the funk. He ain't rich like that.
Exactly.
Stevie didn't even have a car till last year.
He didn't have a driver's license, I think, because he was behind on his child support or something.
Stevie on blast. I hope he ain't listening.
I hope not.
Then again, he might need to.
He gonna give us that rat face.
Oh boy. And I definitely don't want the rat face, not from Stevie. You got anything else for us, Julie?
That's all I have right now.
All right, well, that's what's up, Julie. Hey, so you got something you gonna come back later?
Yes.
Holla at us. Okay, all right. Wait, y'all, that was Julie Lewis News. And up next, we got my boy, 1,000 degrees of R&B, Mr. R&B himself, Pat Styles. Y'all sit tight.
It's so amazing the way you make me feel. I get so excited when you make me feel so real. So sweet to me. Let's stay together for eternity. Like we supposed to be. Best friends and lovers. Here we are again, hoping that our love will never end. I just wanna take it down to the park, hold hands at the door, walk over the bridge, hit the museum, and look at some art. Praying our love will last forever, and we will always be together because it's so amazing.
All right, and that was amazing, featuring Leroy Waters and T-Mill. That was by my boy, 1,000 degrees of R&B, Mr. Pat Styles. Pat.
Appreciate it.
Glad to have you. So, Mr. McBride, what's up with that name? I know a lot of people ask you that, right?
Yeah, man. Everybody asks me what Mr. McBride stands for. Okay, McBride is a name that I've been searching for 37 years. That name is my biological mother's last name, which I just recently met this past October, 2 weeks after my dad passed.
Wow.
So when I started to pursue this album and started to record this album, I wanted to, use my last name, which is my father's last name, which is Styles, and I wanted to adopt the last name of my biological mother, McBride.
Wow.
So that's where it comes from.
That's what's up. That's a great story, a very intimate story. I know that you searched for your mom, and I remember when you found her and everything, so I think that was really cool. So, and you've been reunited with the other...
Yeah. Just a whole lot of them.
That's what's up. So,
my mama had 11 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
So I've got a lot of cousins.
So how do you feel about this project?
I feel great about it. I think it's bringing R&B, real good R&B back to the industry, because a lot of the cats that's out now aren't real singers. They're kind of more hip hop-ish and trying to sing. But with the Mr. McBride mixtape, you have a real 100% R&B singer. Somebody that can sing anything, any style of music. And this album has all different genres except for gospel on the album. I got pop, I got R&B, and it's just hip hop.
I had it in my player, my CD player. I was riding to it. Me and my girl Yolanda, yeah. And I thought, you was gonna say, ooh yeah, you know what I'm saying? like Casey and JoJo used to do back in the day. It took us all the way back for real.
Yeah.
You even got a song on there, an old school song on there.
Yeah, by Guy.
That's right. Peace of My Love. And then you got your song that's featuring Big Mike from Day 26. Yep. Man, I'm telling you, you went all in on this, and your beats are not produced it for you.
Well, a guy named Craig Ellis, he is from Gaffney, South Carolina, and Greensboro, North Carolina. He produced 90% of the album, and a guy named Rob Burgess, call him Robbie Luca.
He's from right here in Greenville. He produced the other half of the album, but
okay, cool. And I'm very familiar with Rob. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
So hey, shout out to him for producing such a nice production.
Yeah, man.
You got anything coming up? I know you just had your album release party at Mount on Main.
Yes,
that was
man.
last weekend, right?
2 weeks ago,
Okay.
on the 30th. Yes.
Okay, 2 weeks ago. You got it up? Or?
Well, I got a couple things coming up. I got a couple of shows in Atlanta that I'm getting ready to go do. I'm doing a festival in Atlanta in July. I'm putting together all the Men of R&B show.
Oh boy, you better let me know when you do.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be on it first?
Well, we looking at me and Lee Waters. Kind of talking right now, and he's looking at bringing old school guy by the name of Tony Terry.
Oh, I know Tony Terry.
I'm just gonna put that out there.
I'm friends with Tony Terry.
Really?
Yeah, I know Tony.
Okay, well see, that's who Leroy is thinking about bringing.
Okay.
And maybe one other artist.
Okay, cool. I'm friends with Tony's wife and everything.
Really?
Yeah. We all hung out together, drunk some wine and Moscato.
That's what's
ate
up.
some cheese and crackers. We did all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
He even sung to me. You know?
Really?
Oh yeah, when I'm with you. You know, I ain't no singer though.
Yeah.
I ain't no singer, but don't push me. Hey Julie, you just heard a couple of little snippets, right? What you think about Mr. McBride?
Sounds good. I posted a question the other day because Jagged Edge had released a single, and I was saying that R&B is kind of fell off. The number one song right now is These Ain't Loyal.
Right. You even got pastor. Well, we don't even touch on that because they said it was a long story to the pastor saying that.
Right.
It's okay. We're gonna give him a slight pass on it.
Where with R&B, and that's what's important is bringing the real R&B back. Don't call us out our name. We won't. That's why I was asking earlier. Do you have a lot of ballads?
But Julie, I'm gonna warn you. This ain't no church music. All right? This ain't no church music.
I am a work in progress.
This that lay you down and get butt naked.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I am married. Hey.
So don't you get in there like, oh my God, Jesus, save them all. Don't you be up in there calling Pat the middle of the night mad at them now.
Oh, wow.
What is this you stole? What is this you gave me? That'd be funny.
But yeah, I know, right? She'd be upset with you. Like, where's his information? I need to get in touch with him. But anyway, Pat, so I know you're gonna sing something for me, right?
Yeah, I do a little something for you.
That's what's up. Go ahead. I don't even give people time to warm up.
A little piece of a song that's off the album.
Okay, that's what's up.
It's a song I got with Big Mike.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Girl, I wanna give it to you. Share my name with you. I'm gonna walk the aisle and trade rings with you, take you on a honeymoon and do that thing with you. And then when we lay down, I'm gonna sing this song. All I wanna do is kick it with you, lay you on a bed and kiss on you, put your body on top of mine, and then after that I'ma take my time, have you.
That's what's up. See, Julie,
don't look at him in his eyes, Tracy.
That's what I was telling you.
Don't look at him head down.
I was trying to tell you. You're gonna put that CD in, and you ain't gonna be on Facebook for 3 days. You're gonna be able to
be in trouble.
Oh yeah. Mike gonna be. All you gonna see is Mike with a little white flag, waving a flag. He gonna put on one of them little videos. What's those videos? Those little water challenge. Yeah, he gonna give you. We're gonna have a Pat Styles challenge.
That's right.
You gonna play this whole CD.
Oh wow.
Play the whole CD. You gotta donate.
Oh yeah. So Pat, how can people get your project?
Well, you can get my project by looking me up on Facebook. I don't have them in stores yet. I'm working on getting them on iTunes and CD Baby and all that stuff. Hopefully that'll all be in place by Tuesday. But you can look me up on Facebook at Pat Styles, and you can inbox me. And I got a team that can bring CDs to you. They'll meet you out in public if they need to get you the CDs.
All right, that's what's up. How can somebody book you? Do you have
my
booking number or anything, or email?
You can get in contact with my manager, which is Miss Tawala Williams.
Okay.
Her phone number is 864-918-6557. Again, her name is Tawala Williams. Her number is 864-918-6557.
All right, shout out to Tawala. Hey, you know you're on this show. You got to give some shout outs, right?
That's right.
Hope
that's
you
right.
ready.
That's
Hope
right.
you got your list ready like Brown.
You talking about me?
Talking about me?
You me to get?
Yeah, you give a shout out.
I got my shout outs ready.
All right, what's
First
up?
of all, I'm going to give a shout out to Tawala Williams, which is my manager. I want to give a shout out to my girl Big O.
Oh, that's what's
Onisha
up.
Edens.
Oh, yeah.
That's my bestie, my best friend. My brother Charles Jeter, man, Antonio Durham. We call him Bull. I want to give a shout out to my my three beautiful babies, Mackenzie, Gavin, and Amari, and Renata's house. And that's about it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on Real Talk with Tracy. I'm
Thank
going to have
you.
to have you back in here, so you can sing live for me again. And with some more information, like when you have some events coming up or whatever,
That's right.
just let me know when you're going to perform somewhere.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
get you back in here so you can, let everybody know about it.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, but I appreciate you
I'm
for
with
being on. And hey, that's Real Talk.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Real
Thank
talk
you.
from Tracy.
Oh, that's what's up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, up next, y'all, we got Mr. C-Dub. We got C-Dub of Beat Banger Studios in the house, y'all. Hey, y'all want to listen to this, so sit tight.
It's your boy, Peace Styles, featuring your boy, Big Mike from Day 26. Hey, yo, listen. Girl, I'm gonna give it, share my name with you. I'm gonna walk for hours and trade rings with you. Take you on a honeymoon and do that thing with you. And then when we lay down, I'ma sing the song to you. All I wanna do is kick it with you. Lay you on the bed and lick on you. Put your body on top of mine. And then after that, I'ma take my time and freak you. Girl, I wanna freak you.
All right, that was Freak You, Pat Styles featuring Big Mike. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Beatmaker himself, straight out of Beat Banger Studios, Claude Booker, a.k.a. C-Dub. What's up?
What's going on? It's glad to be here on the Traci Fant Show.
Hey, glad to have you. So, we go way back.
Yep.
You my cousin, we blood.
Yeah.
Ever since when
People don't know that.
Oh yeah.
They really don't know that.
They really don't know. It's time to let the world know.
All right.
We're gonna let the cat out the bag. Hey, but ever since I've known you, because when we first moved down here, man, you were always in the studio, which was then your bedroom.
Yep.
Mixing, scratching,
Yep.
doing it up. You know what
Yeah, I
I'm
was
saying?
a DJ. People don't know it. I was a DJ for probably 8 years for all the social clubs in Greenville, me and Jimmy Green.
Wow.
And that's actually where I started in music, and I worked in studios when I was 17 and had my son Serge when I was 18, so I had to go get a real job.
I know, right?
You
That little man knock on the door, child support.
Yeah,
Time to
I had
take
go get a
care
real
of
job.
him,
And it's just been evolution over the last close to 30 years in music.
Wow. So how does it feel to be so strong still in the industry? You know what I'm saying? Your studios are known by all the independent artists here and probably some major artists as well.
Yep, that's true. We've been lucky. I think, in the last couple of years, DMX's last album, Undisputed, we recorded two in our studio.
Wow.
Juvenile, I've been there. Pastor Troy, everybody that comes through town, and at one time or another, them probably stopped at our studio and recorded.
Wow, that's what's up.
So it's been a lot of people, and we done a lot to try to help the independent artists understand the business of music.
And that's much needed, because you got to invest in yourself.
Yes, you do.
This is not one of those industries that's going to give you everything.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? You got to invest in your brand and just everything that you do. But what else do you do at Beat Bangers? Because you don't just make beats, right?
No. My son Serge has a website.
Shout out Serge.
Yeah, it's called SurgeBeats.com. You can search for BigSurge.com. He has a site on there and he sells beats and everything. That's just one small part of what Beat Bangers do. We're actually taking the company and we're trying to go towards a more corporate feel for all of the things that we do in the industry. We do TV commercials, radio spots, we shoot music videos. We do a lot of things. We want to become a one-stop shop for not necessarily independent artists, but companies all over, corporate and independent alike. So,
and I've heard some of your production on jams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm on the radio just about every day, and nobody knows it. The way that entire thing started was kind of funny. About About 4 years ago, a guy named Charles from the A Spot asked me to make him a TV commercial. And I say, well, I tried. I try to make you a TV commercial. So I made him a TV commercial. And people liked it. And Charles was the first person to ever give me a shot at making a TV commercial. But since then, I do on an average of 300 to 400 commercials a year.
Wow, are you serious?
It's crazy. I do them here. I do them in Birmingham, Texas, Arizona.
Wow.
I do a lot of voiceovers, all over the country now because Charles from A Spot asked me to make a TV commercial.
That's what's all it takes is one person to give you that shot.
Yeah. So
I was watching Jay-Z documentary. He said Big Daddy Kane gave him his first shot. He was like, I'm going to bring you on stage and you do your thing. And now look at Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so all it takes.
So that part of it has taken on a life of its own, all of the ads, because I think I work for maybe 90% of the clubs around here, so all of their nightclub commercials, all of their TV spots, I cut 90% of those. So
wow, that's what's up.
It's kind of funny that this entire thing that turned and went that way. But like I say, that's just one part of it. The other part of it is we do a lot of consulting with independent artists, trying to get them to understand the day that you decide to say that you are an independent artist is the day that you decide to turn yourself into a business.
Exactly.
So music is business.
Oh, yeah.
Everything about it is business. It takes money, it takes organization, it takes structure.
Oh, yeah.
You can't throw darts at a dartboard and expect to make it.
Exactly.
Every now and then one of them squeak through and they
Every now and then. You can tell the ones squeak through. You be like, hold up now. This one hit wonder just snuck through some kind of
every
way.
now and then, but what we basically done, we've had artists and we've built in the past. What we basically decided to do was not to focus on our own artists as much as if you're an artist and you have a budget and you need somebody to help you develop a plan, then we'll be more than happy to help you set that up, start it as treating yourself as though you are a business because you are.
What's up?
So.
Julie, you sitting over there look like you in deep thought. What you want to ask? I know you want to say something.
Yes, I wanted to ask him. Now everybody can dance.
Yeah.
Do you get some artists sometimes that you say, hey, we got to do a little development. We got to get you where you really need to be because you really can't sing or dance?
We do, and basically what we do, that believe it or not, often not. This is a true statistic. We record over 1,000 songs a year in the studio, at Beat Banging Studio. Maybe 3 of them will make it to the radio.
Are you serious?
Oh,
wow.
Maybe 3. Because the fact of the matter is, a lot of artists, when they're in there and they're working, they have no direction. So the music never really goes anywhere.
Right.
It never really goes anywhere. And we do get that artist that needs to be developed and everything. And I encourage families, if you have a son or a daughter that has a talent and they say they want to be a rapper or they say they want to be a singer, encourage the talent, but don't send them out there alone.
Yeah.
Because a lot of young people get caught up in the lifestyle that they see. They think that all the glitz and glamour is really real, and it's really not.
Right.
So, and a lot of them take the wrong path because they think that, I have to be this hard, or I have to be this gangster to make it, and you really don't. Because Justin Bieber's not hard.
Exactly. You gotta have 6 chains and stuff.
So they really, they really understand that I would prefer for the parents to stay involved as long as possible.
Wow, that's what's up.
To me, your first manager needs to be one of your parents if you're a young person trying to be in this game.
And that's some advice. I'm telling you, he's 30 years in the game, so, he ain't just sitting up here talking. Hey, you also nominated for South Carolina Music Awards.
Yep, another one. We've actually won, we won Studio of the Year, Mixtape of the Year the first year. So this is actually our 5th nomination.
Wow, that's
great. And hopefully we'll bring Studio of the Year home again. And shout out to the SC Music Awards and One Love Group and all those guys for actually allowing us to be a part of the SC Music Awards, because the SC Music Awards in itself is a great networking event for any artist.
Oh yeah, that's what I try to tell them.
It's just a great networking event. I really like the fact that it's a place where everybody can get together and they can meet and they can talk over 2 or 3 days, and hopefully you come through that with a few contacts and maybe a project or 2 to work on.
Exactly.
If not nothing else, at least you reached a point to where a lot of people are now hearing your music.
Definitely. Hey, bring some CDs, pass them out. You know what I'm saying? Pass out some business cards.
You'd be surprised.
Do something besides just sitting around or, you know what I'm saying, watching everybody else get awards. You know, put in your mind that next year, that's going to be me on that stage getting that.
And I've seen a few artists do that. And a lot of them are successful that say, you know what? I'm going to watch this year, but, you know, I'm going to start making my push from now until next year to make that a part of my campaign and my goals. Because, you know, it's just a lot of publicity. And so a lot of people in the state support it, and I think everybody else needs to.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely in support of it. Shout out to Marks and Sheriff.
Yeah.
So, hey, cuz, you got anything else you want to drop on us? Or?
Well, we just want to let y'all know that B-Bangers, the studio itself, what we're basically trying to do is we're trying to turn the studio into a 100% project-based studio. If you want to work on your entire project or you want to start developing your career, trying to get to the point where you're ready for the industry, we're more than willing to sit down and talk with people, mentor them, talk to them, consult with them, basically because, you know, we learned a lot, you know, in all the travels and stuff throughout the industry, and I hate to just go to waste when I know that we can help people.
Right. So how people get in touch with you if they want beats or studio time?
If they want some studio time, they can call Big Surge at 864-423-1798. If they want to talk about consulting projects, TV and radio and everything, they can call me at 864-320-1405. I've actually had the same cell phone number for 14 years. So.
Wow. You crazy. Hey, so
it's not changing anytime soon.
So check this out. We give shout outs on this show. I know it's Father's Day and everything. Happy Father's Day shout out or whatever, but you got to shout some people out.
I like to shout out my putting up with all the noise over these years. You know, my kids, my family, my son, I'm really proud of him.
Hey, he's in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, he's in Atlanta right now. Yeah, he's down there networking, trying to do things. He's doing he's in the process of trying to put together a couple more mixtapes and stuff to put out himself. So he put out these beat tapes, and a lot of artists and stuff get on them.
All right.
You know, I just finished shooting a video for Roy Kell and Pastor Troy.
Oh wow, I saw that.
Yeah, so that Never Changed video, it turned out well. That's actually Surge's beat. Surge did that track. So. You know, and I just like shout out the whole music industry. It's just so many people. I mean, I'm gonna miss somebody, so I'm shouting everybody out.
Right. Well, shout out to you also.
Okay.
Happy Father's Day to you and all our listeners. We truly appreciate you for tuning in. Hey, I appreciate you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be on the show. Julie, you got any more news you want to share with us?
Yeah.
I think we got. You know what? Now we're almost out of time. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, boo! Give us a boo, Trey. Give us a boo. This my little sound man. Yeah. Hey. I want to give some shout out to my girl Julie. Shout out to everybody that was in the studio today. Shout out to my girl Yawanda Summer. Shout out to Rowan Trey Coates. Shout out to LaPortia. I know you should be listening. And hey, extra special shout out to my husband Jeff Fant, all my grandbabies, and happy Father's Day to all you guys listening.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. Keep up the good work, guys, and to your mothers that are listening too. Shout out to you as well. Hey, but thank you for tuning in. Real Talk with Traci Fant. Tune in Sunday at 3. We out.
105.7 The Source. Now live, rockin' with Traci Fant. Rave or rant, Real Talk with Traci Fant. Sunday 3 o'clock, you can meet with the champ. She really fight for us, trying to make a better way for the community. Unity, see all can lead. Tune in every week while she take you through the streets. She touch a lot of hearts, man, you really need to see it. Real talk, never no acting. Tell you how it is and she show you what's happening. Pure devotion, never sugar coated. You can hear the passion so you know the motive. She's so focused on trying to change your life. Plus she keep the Lord first so we can make it through the fight.
Talking foolishly about life.
It's real talk with Traci Fant.